Hello, my wonderful friends from the internet. It's me, Becca, and it is Halloween today, so happy Halloween for everyone. It is my favorite time of the year, and for some weird reasons, I still haven't watched a horror movie yet. But I did watch Encanto for the first time, so finally found out what the fuss was about, and I loved it. But getting on to this cute illustration today, I'm actually pretty happy. I wanted to do a little fun something for Halloween, and I had drawn this little sketch a while back in the year. I still have another one I still want to do, but that has nothing to do with Halloween. But this one, okay, I wanted to do something very me, but very cute and funsy, and I thought of someone being lost in the woods, and all of a sudden, she's technically being guided or either followed by these cute little ghosts. So I wanted them to be very cutesy and very funsy, but I wanted her to have this feeling of there is someone watching me, and I think I portrayed that perfectly with her expression, and I really enjoyed this illustration because of that, because I wanted the ghost to be like, oh look, she knows we're looking at her, but I wanted her to feel like very uncomfortable. If you've ever had that weird feeling of being somewhere and then all of a sudden you just feel like someone's like looking at you, and I don't know, sometimes you do find out that someone was actually staring at you, and other times you don't, but you still get that feeling. Well, I've had that feeling more than once, and I just thought about that, and this illustration came to me. So I really thought it would be a really cutesy little drawing, and I was really in a fun mood just to draw something cute, and I really loved the way the ghost came out. I wasn't expecting them to be this cute. I thought I was gonna draw like these really weird ghosts, but then when I started doing this illustration and doing the sketch, because I don't really like sketching in front of the camera that often, because it's not even that I get like performance anxiety, because I have done it before here on the channel. I just think I just feel a bit better. I don't know, I can just erase as many times because I don't think it's boring either. I think a lot of you actually really like it. For me, it's just that I think sometimes I take a while to get what I want done, and you guys might think it's a bit boring or repetitive. So maybe that's why I don't normally put it, but I do really enjoy like doing a couple of things like just for myself before I press record, because ever since like I opened my shop and everything, I have been literally on this whole everything is content mode, and I'm trying to divert from that for a while for the fact that I don't want to drive myself crazy, and this illustration has that vibe into it because I did it when I was like in a whole other mindset, a whole other level. I wasn't really stressed out, and this illustration I did plan it for my shop. I have another 3 that I do intend on also doing for the shop. I am currently coloring one, which is really it's really big, and because there's a lot of details in it, and it's a very old drawing that I ended up just modifying a couple of things in the drawing, kind of small things just to like update like on my style and everything, but the rest I just kept it the same. And I really noticed that from this old drawing that I'm currently working on, my art style has been very consistent to this, like to that old drawing that I'm kind of coloring now, and I'm redoing it, and it will be for like my shop update. I hope I get to finish it this week, because I do intend on doing a couple of more. So this is my little Halloween one for this one, especially because I didn't want it to be something very creepy. I didn't want it to go too out on the creepiness. I actually wanted it to be a very cute Halloween vibe. So I decided to do this one for like Halloween, and I think I did kind of get inspired by this old drawing that I have, like of someone being in the woods and everything. So I do have another one as well, that there's another girl in the woods. I do intend on digitalizing that one as well. So I'm still like taking like slower steps and everything, but as I said, this illustration is available and it is up on my store right now, and I'm going to slowly put that little fun mini ad that I created for myself and I will be back after the very small tiny little ad. My shop is up and running. You can find it at beccasdesigns.store. All the new shoppers get a 10% discount by adding shop lunch at the checkout. The link will be provided in the description. Shipping has a flat rate and I ship worldwide. Now back to your regular program. So I'm back. Yay. I don't know why I'm talking so calmly today, but it's my vibe. Right now, I'm trying to be very peaceful and not flip a switch. But either way, this illustration, let's finally get into it. No, I've already got into it, but anyway. Yeah, so as I was saying, this illustration, I did get inspired by my old drawings, and I did realize that even though I did change a couple of things, small little adjustments that I did to my style, besides those small little adjustments, the majority of everything that I saw, especially the way I drew like plants and everything, it kind of stayed the same. Just like tiny little things that I possibly changed just to make it a little bit different, just so I wouldn't have to go out and change it too much. Because if you guys don't know, I do have this wanting, you can say, or like this desire of illustrating a children's book. So I think that my style and like the style that I stuck to, the style that I've literally been doing for like over 2 years now, that is the one that I'm currently on. Even though I'm getting better, I'm learning new things, I'm doing different techniques, I really enjoy this style. And I literally, after I did this one, I kind of got like the certainty that I would definitely be able to make something super cutesy, something completely fun and colorful that could literally like have a lot of attention for the kids to literally really want to look at it, because I know that kids love colorful things. They love to look at colorful things, because even though as an adult I still love to look at colorful things, so if I love to look at colorful things, imagine a child. And I really thought that like the way that I started coloring not only this illustration but the one that I'm working on currently was the correct way to go about my art. Because when I was doing the bushes on this one, I did a different technique, you could say I wouldn't say like a different technique for like the way I color, because mostly I use the same technique that I normally do if I'm doing shadowing for clothes or the skin, and I just wanted to see if it would look good, and I did like it because the trees had a lot of texture in them, and I really loved the way it turned out. And on the new one that I'm drawing now, that I'm kind of getting into the rendering of the illustration, I have seen that my bushes, they are more detailed, and I really enjoyed that. And I love the fact that I started like drawing these trees, and it's just so pretty. I cannot wait to show you guys because it is so full of life and full of detail, and I am having so much fun, like just finally like sitting down and putting like, well, it's digital ink, but yeah, ink to it, and just getting into all the little details that I probably missed when I first drew it. I'm actually very happy and accomplished for all of this, and that's one thing that I really got myself thinking that, you know, this is really what I love to do. It's sometimes can be overwhelming, not because of the workload I do, but it's mostly my mentality. But besides that, when I sit down to finally look at my piece, even if it's done, even if like I didn't like it at first, afterwards when I come back, I just sit down and I'm just like, okay, no, this is beautiful. And this piece is one of those that I just sat down and I just looked at it and I was like, this is so pretty. This is so cute. And I haven't gotten into like drawing backgrounds before because I used to be so scared of them, and now that I started drawing them, even though I'm still like getting the whole proportions and the perspective and everything, this is still something that I am so happy and I am so proud of. I am really amazed at the amount of details that I did on the trees as well, because I really thought that I wasn't making the trees look, I didn't think that like it looked the way it should, but this is mostly because I really wanted to get this piece done. I really wanted to get this video done on Halloween, because today I was supposed to put out a Sims build, but since I did not have time to actually sit down and do a build, I have a build to finish still, but I didn't build anything for Halloween. But I actually had an illustration that I did that I was gonna put out, like I was gonna put this out like last week, but I hadn't finished it yet. And then when I finished it, I was like, this is going to come out on Halloween, and I am so grateful and so happy that I did do it. The lighting was perfect. I wanted the little ghosties to have this little glow on them, though I didn't want it to be like a glow that would reflect everywhere into the illustration and everything, because I didn't really work on adding more like a dark pass and a lighter pass, because I really like the way that it looked like in the end, because it was literally the way that I was planning it to do, like planning it to work out and look like, mostly because like I wanted the ghost to be glowing, but it wasn't like a glow that could actually transmit light. You just saw them glowing, but it actually didn't affect their environment. And I actually thought it was kind of cool, because normally when people tend to draw ghosts, like they kind of have a lot of light shining in you everywhere, and that's not what I wanted for these little guys. Like they do have a little brightness to them, they do glow. I didn't want them to glow, but I didn't want the glow to literally affect the rest. And besides that, I really liked it. I really like the fact that I'm drawing a lot of long sleeves as well. And everything that I do with long sleeves, I'm really enjoying the fact that I'm actually coloring very pretty folds, even when I don't use reference. And to be honest, I have not been using references to a lot of the folds that I color because I want to make sure that I have it memorized. Some things I do need a couple of like inspiration to get myself together and be like, this is easy, this is not something too crazy, we can do this. But other things, it's mostly folds. Oh god, it folds. And this one it wasn't. It was actually fun for me to do. I actually had a lot of fun with this, and even when I sat down, I was like, what was the story that I actually wanted behind this? And I was like, oh yes, she was lost in the woods. The little ghosties were guiding her somehow. I think it's the awkward stares that they were giving her, and then she decided to, I'm gonna go this way, and then they stared at her and like, nope, this way. So I really wanted to be like that, and I really enjoyed this illustration. It was fun to do. If I could change anything, I would probably make the back bush that the first bush that we see like fully with the little red fruits. I would like the berries. Or are they berries? I think I would make it a bit darker on the top, but besides that, I actually still love it a lot, and I'm really grateful that I managed to actually get done something that I had planned to launch for my shop, even though it wasn't really meant for Halloween. I just drew it a really long time ago, planning stuff for my shop. So I'm actually glad, like one of the illustrations I did, I actually got it up and running for my store, and I'm really excited. I'm just really excited to just see how you guys are going to react when you like have it in your hands. I want to see like the little messages, because I did leave a little note section for anyone who would like to leave a little note, or maybe even like any add-ons for your orders and everything. But I really cannot wait, because I really love this drawing, and I really love this drawing, and I really cannot wait to like just start shipping her out to like a new home. And oh, did I tell you guys that I actually did sparkles? I made a sparkles brush, so that was fun. I have a bunch of little sparkles brush, but for now I'm only using one. But either way, we have gotten to the end of our video, and I want to thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you guys for all your love, all your support, and I will be seeing you guys next week for more videos. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day, month, year, whenever you're watching this. Bye guys!